Good day learners, I'm Anupreet Kaur from the Chandigarh Education Department. Today we are here to discuss a very important language skill. Well, do you know that there are 4 major language skills? They are listening, speaking, reading and writing. And today we're going to take up reading. We all read for fun, for enjoyment and to gather knowledge. Where learning is concerned, in schools, in colleges, people focus more on literature. They will read lessons, they'll read poems, dramas, and novels. But there is a lot more to reading. We have to realize that reading is something that we need in our day-to-day life. We read newspapers. We try and figure out what's happening in the world around us. So reading is not just literature, studying about things which are gone, which happened in the past. Reading is something in which we do learn about what is going on in our lives right now. We learn about the contemporary world. English as a language is used as a medium of education as well. So to get a command over it, you need to practice your reading a lot. And then it is not about what you learn in class right now. It is about how long you have to retain it. For professional development, for personal development, reading is very, very essential. So children, do not take reading for granted. It's not just textbooks you're going to read. You're going to be always in touch with reading, be it newspapers, magazines, novels, anything. And you can enjoy your reading even as you are learning. Whether you're using it to form concepts, for understanding, for inferring, for decoding the facts, it is a very, very skillful activity. The process of reading involves skimming, scanning, as well as summarizing. Skimming is the action of reading something quickly so as to note only the important points. This is done to obtain the gist or overall sense of a text. Scanning is a fast reading technique used to look for specific information in a text. And summarizing refers to the technique of shortening a longer text. It is employed to extract the main points in order to make a decision and then give opinion or draw conclusions. Reading comprehension strategies include to connect. To connect is to use what you know about yourself, other stories, and the world to relate to the text. Another strategy is to visualize. Here one uses words and clues from the story to create a picture in the mind. Predict is also a strategy which is used. Here one uses clues the author provides. Use what you know from your personal experience or knowledge to predict what might happen. Questioning is also very important. One should question during reading. It involves self-questioning, questioning the text, and questioning the author. Another important strategy is inference. Using what you know, making a guess about what you don't know is what inference is all about. Clarify is also a strategy which is used when reading. In this, you reread slowly. You look at pictures and also use a dictionary. From the examination point of view, we will see that the very first section that you attempt in a paper is the reading skill section. This comprises at least 20 marks out of 80 in the paper. And all this is unseen passages. The first passage comprises a discursive passage which is of 10 marks, and let's take for example classes 9th and 10th. This passage is of about 400 to 450 words. The second passage is a non-continuous text. In the non-continuous text, we will see tables, graphs, images, and several other things. And we have to infer information from that. And both these passages require understanding the concept, inferring information, and also being able to figure out and give your own input. Not just here, but even in the literature section, you will see that at least 10 marks comprises the reading section. That will be used as reference to context. Now, all in all, you see that at least 30 marks of your paper comprises reading skills. So it is very, very important that you prepare for this part of the paper. In today's session, we will be showing you videos on how to handle the reading skills. Further, in this video, my friend Jyotsna will take up how to deal with different types of passages, the discursive passage as well as the non-continuous text, which is an analytical passage. You will learn how to deal with different types of questions that come, how to look for information, how to retrieve it, and how to brushen up your reading skills.
Let's take the example of this worksheet. So we are taking it in the context of subject of English. We have two kinds of CCT based worksheets. One which are rich in text. This kind of text is called the continuous text. Whereas we have some data interpretation worksheets as well, wherein we have charts, figures, advertisements, pie diagrams. The information is in those particular worksheets is given in the form of data, and we must analyze the data and answer accordingly. So this is the way to judge the reading potential of the students. Now let's take up the continuous kind of text. In this text we have a paragraph like given here, and we have certain questions. The questions are seeking to extract our knowledge, and this is called the competency. So which kind of competencies do we talk about in this particular scenario? Like in this text we can see that the question is, which civilization was the first to make a fashion statement? So wearing shoes to make it as a fashion statement. So if the particular information is given in the text, so the competency they are eyeing on is to locate and infer. By locate and infer, we mean that the information is already given in the paragraph and we must note it down and give it as our reply. So this is the basic way to attempt the comprehension based question. Moving on, we have the next kind of competency which is being assessed here, that is the locate and analyze. In this particular situation, we have a particular text reference in this particular paragraph, but we need to analyze that situation and then give the answer. This is not the direct information which is given here. So let's take up this question here. What is the author's purpose in writing the passage? So these are the four options which are given to us to inform about the first sneakers. Now this information will not be given directly. We need to derive it after reading from the text. So the correct answer in this situation is to inform about ancient Greeks, and that we get to know after reading the paragraph. Third kind of competency which is being this particular text is analyze and evaluate. This is the higher order thinking. In this particular situation, the answer is not given in that particular text. So we just need to take the information from the text, think about it, access it. We need to take the information out of it, extract whatever we want to know about it, and then finally analyze and evaluate the entire scenario. These are basically higher order thinking questions, and in this particular question, the point of view of the student is asked, like which were the main difficulties shoemakers faced in early years of shoemaking. List any two. In this particular situation, we need to keep the entire text in our focus, and then only we need to answer it. In this video, we will discuss about the non-continuous text. How do we need to attempt it? What are the key areas we need to keep in our mind to get the maximum information from these kind of texts? So first, let's talk about what is a non-continuous text. A non-continuous text is any visual document that represent information without continuous organization. Now what is that? So this can include things like lists, tables, charts, graphs, images, and even blueprints. Each of these contains important information and they are made to be read. And this reading and comprehension of the non-continuous text is the focus of today's video. So let's take up this particular worksheet. In this worksheet, we can see an advertisement being displayed here. There are some questions students need to answer. So let's see the advertisement. We can see that this advertisement is related to the real estate. So in this particular advertisement, we have the name of the project, we have various facilities it's offering, we have the contact information. So let's see how the questions will come up like. So the first question is, on which social media platform we cannot find the DG reality? So if we know that what these signs depict, so the information is given to us and it is on us to infer it. So we can locate it here and we can infer from it that which one is missing. So Facebook, here is the icon. Orkut, let's see. Instagram, here is the icon. So Twitter, here is the icon. So the one which is missing is Orkut. Long time back, it used to be a social media platform. Moving on, list out the special features of M3M Golf Estate. So this is a very tricky question. Over here, we've got features, right? But the answer is not to be taken from this. It is to be taken from the next step. See, it has given multiple answers. So this kind of questions has more than one answer to it. So is it option A or D, option A, B, C, D, or option A and C only, options A, B, D? So how do we get to know? It is basically very easy. We need to just locate and infer. Remember, it was clearly given in the advertisement here. So we have clubhouse and spacious galleries, yes, open balconies. So the one thing which you don't have is the salon. So the answer should have A, B and D options to it. Let's see. So the option 4 is the correct one. So moving on, we will talk about another competency which has been taken out here, that is what according to you is RERA. So we need to look at it. There is this RERA certified, but we don't have much information. So over here, we need to analyze and evaluate on our own. So is it real estate? See, there is a spelling mistake out here, right? So we are talking about real estate. So Real Estate Regulation and Development Act, Restoration and Development Act, Reformation. So it should be Real Estate Regulation and Development Act. So this is the information which we have, we have used our own intellect to attempt this question. So now we'll take up the last question, that is, appraise the statement. I should say the house shelter daydreaming, the house protects the dreamer, the house allows one to dream in peace. So over here we need to talk about the importance of the house, and this particular scenario and this particular question needs to be attempted by the student considering their own point of view. Over here they just need to evaluate and create. Over here only the creativity part has been highlighted.
I hope you have enjoyed the video and learned a lot from it. I hope the concept of reading skills is clear to you. And as I mentioned before, how do we develop our reading skills? With a lot of practice. For that, we are sharing a Google form with you which comprises a worksheet on reading skills. All of you must attempt it and get back to us. If you have any kind of queries or doubts, you must share them in the comment box. In that, you must write your name and your school as well. We will definitely attend to those queries. We will be back with another video soon to brushen up another learning skill. Till then, stay happy, stay safe, and enjoy learning.